Would it kill you guys to have a press conference? Why hasn't she had a press conference?
Listen, the vice president and Governor Walz have been busy crisscrossing this country since the launch of this campaign and adding Governor Walz to the ticket. You saw the ways in which they went across the battleground states last week, generating rallies of thousands, 10,000 here, 15,000 there. But
Michael, you know, a campaign rally is not a press conference.
Do
you mind if I cut in? I mean, you know, a campaign rally is not a press conference. Why hasn't she had a press conference? She's the vice president. She can handle the questions. Why not do it?
We absolutely are going to do it. You hear her take questions as she's out on the stump. And she said last week, we're going to be having a sit-down interview here before the end of the month. What she's going to be focused on and what this campaign is going to be focused on is communicating directly with the voters that are actually going to decide the pathway to 270 electoral votes. That's why she
and Governor Walz, to a press conference this week?
This past week. That's why we're doing a bus tour in Pennsylvania as we head into Chicago. And it's why we'll sit down for an interview before the end of the month to make sure that we can have a deep dive conversation about the vision that Kamala Harris has for where she wants to take this country and the contrast that we're going to have with Donald Trump. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to do that throughout the rest of
but one interview by the end of the month.
This month and throughout the rest of the campaign.
I don't want to belabor this, but one interview before the end of the month. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, can you commit to a press conference before the end of the month?
We will commit to directly engage with the voters that are actually going to decide this election. And that is going to be complete with rallies, with sit-down interviews, with press conferences, with all the digital assets that we have at our disposal.
The Kamala campaign is fake as they come. They're playing the same thing they did against Trump, where they're going to hide him in the basement or hide her in the basement. And that's what they're doing. That's why she still hasn't done a press conference. She's been the candidate for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks now? Not one press conference. Trump is doing them now every week. He's doing another one today. August 15th, Trump is doing another press conference. We'll post the links on What Finger News. So think about that. Trump is ready, willing, and able to answer questions and any question from any reporter. These bozos on the Democrat side, like Biden especially, he had to be handed the questions, and he would call specific people. Now, the bad thing about this whole situation, most media is going to back Kamala up. And they'll let her do the same thing. And she knows how to read and sound a little more intelligent than Biden can. So that's where we are. A whole fake Soviet Democrat campaign that the entire country can see through. So they're literally playing for people who don't pay attention to politics at all, trying to grab as much of them as possible, knowing that an avalanche of votes is coming their way, all voting for Trump.